Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm excited to share with you 4 different shapes of modaks that you can make for this Ganesh festival. The coconut filling and the rice flour cover is an awesome combination. Favorite of our Lord Ganesha, and during this Ganesh Chaturthi, it's made pretty much in every household. Making modak is, lot of patience and persistence, and practice obviously makes anybody perfect. I have tried 4 different shapes of modaks. Hope you enjoy them. Not just kids, but the elders will definitely love these different shapes. If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment. So to make the modak, here I have taken 1 cup of water. To that I have added pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon of ghee, and let this water come to a good boil. As the water boils up, I'm going to switch off the flame and add 1 cup of rice flour. So notice the measurements that I have taken to make this modak cover. It's 1 cup of water to 1 cup of rice flour. Just cover it and let it rest. To make the filling of the modak, I have added 2 teaspoons of ghee, and to that I have added 1 tablespoon of poppy seeds or khaskhas. Poppy seeds adds that nice flavor to the filling. Add 1.5 cup of fresh coconut and 1 cup of jaggery. Mix everything really well. We are going to mix it until the jaggery melts. This will take about 4 to 5 minutes and you will notice nice mixture. Switch off the flame and add some cardamom powder, about a teaspoon. Our modak filling is now ready. The rice mixture has been sitting for about half an hour or so. It has become warm. So I'm going to remove it in a big plate. You can also use your stand mixture for this step, but I'm just using my hands, simply going to knead it. So notice that we don't need to add any water at all at this point. The rice flour mixture will come together easily, and that's the consistency that we want, not too soft. With the bottom part of your palm, start pressing this dough against the plate, kneading it really well. Do this step at least for 4 to 5 minutes. This ensures that the rice dough comes together really well. Look at that. The consistency is really not too soft. At this point, I'm going to add some saffron strands to give a good flavor, as well as that nice, strings that will come out in our modaks. Look at that dough. It's so well done, very soft, no cracks at all. And we are ready to get going on the modaks. Keep ghee and water ready. Let's look at the first type of modak. I have taken a big size dough ball. Start pressing the dough ball with your thumbs. We want to make a shape of that of a small bowl. So it will take some time. Very gently, start pressing it. Look at that. It has become like a small bowl. And notice that the top portion is little thicker. We want to make a double-decker modak. So now we'll start making the petals. Simply press the thumb and the middle finger, gently releasing the index finger. And this takes a lot of practice, guys. As you make them often, you'll get good at it. So that's nice. Let's put the filling in. The bottom and the sides are very thin, so press it well. And now notice that the length is pretty much that of your 3/4 size of your index finger. Gently start making the modak. Take all the petals together and very gently press it. Look at that. So that's how it becomes. The top is the thicker portion. Just adjust your petals a little bit, and I'm using my butter knife to just define them a little more, because while pressing I ended up kind of pressing them. So those that got pressed a little bit, just using your knife, define the petals again. Those look good. And notice that top portion that we had kept thick, we are going to start making nice space for that small modak on top. So using your thumb again, start pressing that you had done the same process that you had done for the bottom modak. So very gently start making little space and add the filling on top. We always want to make sure that the filling is well in the modak. That's how the good modak is defined. So now very gently start making the petals for this second modak. Look at that. The sides are thin, and gradually get everything together and your second modak on top is ready. Just define it a little more. Nice. Making modak is definitely practice, but this has turned out so good. Let's keep it on the side. Cover it with the wet cloth so that it doesn't become dry. Next is the bell modak. Again, take a medium sized dough ball and same process, start pressing it with your thumbs, and we want to make a nice small bowl. And overall the bowl needs to be thin, so look at that. It's nice and thin. Start making the modak petals, pressing the thumb and the middle finger and releasing the index finger gently. So make as many petals as you can. I ended up making it 2 apart, so I'm just in the space between I'm adding some more petals. So looks good. Now we'll add the filling. And like I said, a good modak always needs to have enough filling. The cover never has to be, too thick. As you bite the modak, it has to be nice and juicy. Very gently start folding the modak, taking all the petals together. Look at that. The petals have become really good. And then join the top just like a regular modak. Look at that. Now comes the main portion to make this bell modak. So using my butter knife, I'm just extending the petals at the bottom. Dip your thumb in water and ghee and slightly press it. What we want is to take that bottom section, outside a little bit to make that of a bell shape. Keep pressing the bottom very gently and spreading it to make a bell shape. Look at that. So be very gentle, and here our bell modak is ready. Looks good. Keep it on the side. Now let's look at the third type of modak, which is our traditional modak. Taking a small rice flour dough ball and start pressing it with your thumbs and in circular motions, make it into a nice small bowl like this. Make petals as many as you can, pressing the thumb and middle finger and releasing the index finger. So very gently, make as many petals as you can. Look at that. So this is a traditional modak. Add the filling, at least 2 to 2.5 teaspoons of coconut filling. Get all the petals together. Make sure that the petals don't, lose their shape, and join it. Remove any extra rice dough at the top and give it a good shape. Here our traditional modak is ready, and because of those saffron strands, you can notice nice yellow color. Our last modak shape is that of a joint modak, which is 2 modaks together. So take a medium sized rice dough ball. Start pressing it with your thumb and other fingers to make it into a small bowl like this. And now what we're going to do is join the bowl in center like this. So very gently make 2 partitions and then start spreading these with your thumb and make sure that the base is flat, because when you keep this modak to steam, it should stand well. So very gently start pressing it to make enough space. Now we'll make the petals, and this is the smaller side. Looks good. We'll add the filling, and I just dropped it, so it's just better to add it with my fingers because the opening is really small. So start joining the petals and Here our one side modak is ready. Similarly, follow the same process on the other side, and what I did here is I added the filling first and then I made the petals. So be very gentle and again just join all the petals together. Kids get so excited looking at these different shape of modaks, but look at that. Here our joint modak is ready. It turned out so good. Let's keep it on the plate. The modaks are done. Look at that. All 4 different shapes have turned out so well. Now we are going to steam these. I made an extra bell modak. So just grease your steaming plate and now we'll start dropping the modaks. So keep enough space for them to steam, and I always just add 4 or 5 modaks at a time to steam. So look at that. Cover and let it steam for at least 10 to 12 minutes. Oh my god, it's smelling amazing in here, guys. Let's take it out very gently. Always dip your hands in cold water and then remove it. My husband and kids were watching me while I was making these different shapes and they're so excited to try them. So look at that. If you feel that the modak is stuck or anything, you can always use a small spoon or a knife to gently remove the sides, and then using your hands you can take them out. So well done. Look at that. In the month of Shravan, there are so many festivals and you make sweet one or the other kind every time. So definitely give these different shapes of modak a try and I'm sure your family will love it. Like I said, making modak is always practice, patience and lot of time, but so worth it in the end. Having that perfect cover and enough filling inside, wow, it definitely takes the modak to another level altogether. If you've enjoyed today's recipe, please don't forget to share your valuable feedback. Have a great day.